I'm joined now by Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly to talk about the renewal of the consecration of the Order to Our Lady, as well as the new Knights 150 strategic plan. Mr. Kelly, thanks as always for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jonathan. It's great to be with you.
So a number of things to talk about, but the first one I want to talk about is pretty exciting. You've recently returned from a trip to Mexico City with the board of directors, where you reconsecrated the Order to Our Lady of Guadalupe. Why is that so important for us as Knights? And maybe you can tell us a bit about that trip.
So I have to say, it was so great to be in Mexico City and to be at the shrine of Our Lady of Guadalupe, which is really, in many ways is the spiritual heart of Mexico. It was really important for me to go there with the board of directors to reconsecrate the order to Our Lady of Guadalupe. My predecessor, Carl Anderson, first consecrated the order to Our Lady 22 years ago in the Basilica. And so to be there and to reconsecrate the order, I felt it was very, very necessary to just renew that consecration, to put the order under her mantle of protection, under her mantle of maternal care, because she's so important to this continent, to really all of the Americas. She is patroness of the Americas. And so as Knights, I thought it was very important for us to do that.
One of the amazing things about Our Lady of Guadalupe is not just that she had this message of consolation, but her apparition actually led to the conversion of all of Mexico and continues to lead to conversion. So I just think it fits perfectly with so many of the things you've been saying, Mr. Kelly, about the Knights also as being out there to bring the gospel to the rest of the world.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, she's patroness of the Americas, right? And so we are, as Knights, we're so strong in Canada and the United States and in Mexico. So I think, for that reason also, it's very important for us to be under her mantle.
So we're approaching what is the 500th anniversary of the apparition. And given our close relationship with Our Lady, I'm sure we as Knights are thinking about doing something special. I wonder if you could say something about that.
In 2031, we'll be at the 500th anniversary of Our Lady of Guadalupe, 500 years since she appeared on the Tepeyac Hill in Mexico. And what we're looking at is a 9-year intercontinental novena to Our Lady of Guadalupe. We'll be talking about this more in the future as we firm up our plans, but I'm very excited about it to really have a 9-year devotion to Our Lady that leads us to this really important event, the 500th anniversary of her apparition, which, as you say, Jonathan, really led to the conversion of an entire continent.
Well, I look forward to hearing more about that on our next KnightCast, and we'll certainly keep viewers informed as that unrolls and gets unveiled. Let's take up a second topic that I think was a very important event for the Knights in a number of ways just in the last couple weeks here. It was the unveiling, the launching of what's called Knights 150, which is the strategic plan for the Knights of Columbus going forward. This was a really important moment for the Knights of Columbus, and I wonder if you could tell us a bit about that.
It was a very important moment for us, and what this strategic plan does is it gives us a roadmap to plan our activities and to really think about how we approach the next decade. So the name of it, Knights 150, comes from our 150th anniversary, which will occur in 10 years. So what this does is it gives us a way to think about our vision and our mission, and then also have a plan for really kind of pushing our mission forward. And it gives us a way of organizing here at the Supreme Council how we're going to work and how we're going to really organize all of our efforts. I've said it in the past, but the Knights of Columbus is a very complex organization. So when you have that, you really need a plan. You need a plan to focus your energies and focus your attention. And that is really what Knights 150 is all about. It's about making sure that we are true to our mission and that we work in an organized way to achieve that over the course of the next few years.
I know you worked with the board. I know you worked with senior leadership. I know that a lot of thought and energy went into this. But one of the things that really stood out to me was this clear articulation of mission and vision that I just think is so important. It captured exactly what Blessed Michael McGivney has always had us doing. And I thought maybe right now what we could do is turn to a video you made where you explain that mission and vision, and we can just take a look at it right now, and then after that, we'll resume our conversation.
When Father McGivney founded the Knights, he tackled the most pressing challenges facing the Catholic family and the Church. And in the principles of charity, unity, and fraternity, he gave us timeless ideals that can help us address society's most pressing needs. Each generation of Knights has answered the call issued by our blessed founder with courage, faith, and leadership. In our early years, when young men were losing their lives in factories, we cared for their widows and orphans. When anti-Catholic bigotry reared its ugly head, we showed that we could be both proud American citizens and proud of our Catholic faith. We deepened our leadership in the 20th century, raising the banner of patriotism through 2 world wars. And for the past 50 years, we have led the way in service for the sake of others. From providing coats for kids and food for families to strengthening Special Olympics, from supporting seminarians to ensuring that families have financial security, and from rebuilding Christian communities in the Middle East to standing strong with the people of Ukraine, we have proved in powerful ways that wherever there's a need, there's a knight. We should all be proud of what we've done, and you have my deep gratitude for contributing so much to our work. But we should also ask ourselves, where do we go from here? After leading for so long in so many ways, where is God calling us next? Our future success firmly depends on our fidelity to Father McGivney's vision for the order. Our mission is this: the Knights of Columbus empowers Catholic men to live their faith and serve their family, parish, community, and country. This is who we've always been, and this is who we must continue to be across everything we do. This high-level statement of purpose is filled out by our vision, an articulation of what we are and what we strive to do. Our vision statement reads, founded by Blessed Michael McGivney in 1882, the Knights of Columbus is the premier lay Catholic men's organization. Guided by the principles of charity, unity, and fraternity, we build lifelong relationships with our members and families. We are multi-generational and international. We offer formation, mutual aid, and financial security to members through our charity, products, and outreach. We aspire to invite every man to join the Knights of Columbus and to extend our charitable reach as widely as possible.
So I think you did an excellent job laying out the mission and vision, and that's helpful to the whole organization for the next 10 years, all of us, every member, everyone who wants to know the Knights, even people who aren't Knights, they can see what we're all about. One of the priorities, which I think is extremely important, is the Knights should seek to become first in faith as in charity. Now that's really interesting. I wonder if you could comment on that.
The Knights are known for our charitable service. We do so much on a local and a national and even international level for charity. But where we want to go is we really want to form our men in their Catholic faith and give them opportunities to grow in their faith. This is an area where we know that men are very hungry for this kind of formation. And so what we're doing is we're giving men the opportunity through the Knights of Columbus to grow in their faith. I've talked in the past about our core meeting, which is many of our councils right now are in a pilot program, but it will allow our councils to have meetings at the parish for the men of the parish, not just Knights, but for the men of the parish to come together to grow in their faith. So this is an extremely important initiative, and we've already begun in this way, and many of our knights will know this. I mean, with our Into the Breach video series, we've already started this, but over the course of the next year, we will be putting out another video series on marriage and family life, and we're currently working on a Bible study for men that our councils can take up in the context of the core meeting. So this is why I think that priority for the order to become first in faith as in charity is something that's really gonna push us to really grow in our faith and really be in service to the church even more than we always have been.
Exciting times. Thank you, Mr. Kelly, for your leadership. Thanks for spending some time with us and sharing your vision. And I look forward to the next chat we have on KnightCast.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jonathan. Appreciate it.